and welcome back to Couple Movie Watchers. In today's video, we're going to break down Thunderbolts versus Sinners, which movie opened up number one at the box office. I'm just going to cut straight to the chase, and that was Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts opened to about $76 million in its opening weekend, which is a solid number for Disney. It's not the high marks, the 100 million marks that they're used to in the past, but those days are pretty much, I would say, gone. I think it's going to be hit or miss when it comes to these Disney franchise movies, especially when it comes to a new property like Thunderbolts. To me, these are like kind of like the C team, right? No one really knows who they are in the general public. They're kind of like a knockoff of the Suicide Squad. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie. You can check out my review video of the Thunderbolts. But overall, solid opening for a new film. I would definitely say it is a must watch, especially when we're going into the next phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because it really connects to what's going to happen next, literally. Coming in at number 2 is Sinners. Sinners was an amazing movie. I actually seen it again for the second time on Friday. So I've seen this movie 2 times already. Definitely worth your time if you haven't seen it. This past weekend, it made around $33 million. Which is only a dip of 28%. It has a really strong hold. This movie has been doing amazing, and I expect it to get a boost once it goes back to IMAX screens. So people really want to see it on those premium screens. I've seen it on IMAX. I've seen it on AMC Dolby. You really can't go wrong with seeing it on a premium screen. You really want to capture that experience. I would definitely say catch this movie on a premium screen when you get a chance to. And we can't, it's just worth watching anyway, but premium screens preferred or a large screen. But this movie overall made about $170 million in 3 weeks at the domestic box office. So this movie is doing amazing week over week. It has a nice strong hold. It's not dipping by a lot. It's just dipping slightly, which is really good. Now for Thunderbolts week 2, we're going to see how well that does. Simply a Marvel film dips about 50%. We'll see what type of hold it's going to have next week. So it'll be interesting to see which movie is going to be number 1 next week, because there's nothing really big coming out next week. So depending on how far Thunderbolts drop, Sinners do have the potential to become the number 1 movie next week, in all honesty. Coming in at number 4, another Warner Brother movies, is a Minecraft movie. This movie dipped only 40%, racking in $13.7 million. Man, that is amazing. I actually enjoyed this movie. It's not a movie that's like cinema, like Sinners or anything like that. It's just a fun, dumb movie. Don't expect nothing great when you watch this movie. Just go in there to have a good time. At the domestic box office, it racked in $198 million in 5 weeks. This is easily going to pass the 400 million mark by Monday or Tuesday. Coming in at number 4 is Amazon The Accountant 2. I haven't seen this movie yet. I kind of want to see it, but I really enjoyed part 1, but I just don't have it's like, I want to see it, but then, I've seen Sinners again. I've seen the Thunderbolts. So I just haven't had a chance to see it. If you've seen The Accountant 2, let me know if it's worth my time. I really enjoyed part 1, but it's been a while since I've seen part 1. I know I've seen it twice, but I really don't remember I remember the movie, but not all the way. I feel like I have to see The Accountant 1 again, even though I've seen it twice already. It's a movie I feel like I have to see again to kind of see part 2, or maybe not. Let me know your thoughts below. This movie made $9.4 million at the box office this past weekend, dropping only 61%. Well, that's kind of a big hit in its second week, making a total about $41 million. So this movie is it's there. It's making some solid coins, but it's not making that big money. But it's making, has a nice little change here. I definitely want to hear people's thoughts if they've seen it. Coming in at number 5 is Sony's Until Dawn. Heard this movie has some mediocre reviews, not the best, not the worst, making $3.8 million this past weekend, a dip of 53%, roughly. In 2 weeks, it made about $14 million. So The Accountant and Until Dawn came out at the same time, and Until Dawn is not doing too well, which is ironic. I kind of want to see this movie, and I'm actually probably going to see it later on in the day. I'm not expecting much, but I just want to check it out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to see some of these like kind of B, C movies just because I have the AMC stubs and I get to see 3 movies a week. So I definitely highly recommend getting you one of those unlimited passes. Is definitely worth it when it comes to movies and movie theaters. And it's something to do, right? You're just chilling at home, like, you know what? I'm just going to check out a movie. And this is the perfect time to see it. All right, coming in at number 6, we have The Amateur. This movie made $1.8 million roughly, a dip of 51%. In total, it made about $36 million in 4 weeks. So definitely not doing as good as The Accountant 2. The Accountant 2 is beating this movie within 2 weeks. The Amateur was an okay film. I think I did a review about it. I talked about it. It really annoyed me, the third act. Like, it started off really good, and then the character does some things that really, really annoys me. Check out my review where I kind of rant about the movie overall. Coming in at number 7, we have King of Kings by Angel. Hey, this studio be coming with some low-key hits every now and again, and this is one of those successful hits they have as well, making about $1.6 million, which is a dip of 61%. In total, it made about $57 million at the domestic box office in 4 weeks. Now, the funny thing about this, I was trying to do some research about King of Kings. I think they actually acquired this movie. I think a lot of their hits, they're like acquired by someone else. Because I think, what was it, The Sound of Freedom? That was initially a Disney film or 20th Century Fox film or something like that. But they were able to get the rights to the film. So I think one thing about Angel Studios, from what I can see, it's kind of hard to get the details sometimes, but it seems like they're good at acquiring the type of movies their audience are into that nobody else wants. Like, these movies are made, but they can't really find distributions, and Angel Studio comes along and kind of scoops them up at a good price and puts them out there, and the movie does really, really well at times. So it looks like that this is one of those times where they were able to acquire a movie that fits their audience, and they know how to market to their audience as well. So kudos to them. Coming in at number 8 is Warfare by A24. This movie made $1.7 million or $1.27 million, which is a dip of 50% from the previous weekend. In total, in 4 weeks, making about $24 million. I'm actually shocked about this number. I seen Warfare. It was, you know, it was what it was. It was filmed very well, but I am shocked that it didn't make more money. I feel like people will want to see a movie like this, especially not really knowing all the details of the movie. I thought it was going to do a lot better for A24, but it did not. It just kind of did A24 numbers, I guess. I feel like A24, they put in so many movies. I feel like A24 have bigger movies, but yeah, it is what it is. Coming at number 9, we're going to wrap it up real quick. It's The Hit. Never heard of this movie, making about $955 million. In total, $2.1 million in its first week. And number 10, Guru. This one's a limited release in 119 theaters, making about $742,000 in its first week. And then you have The Surfer at number 10, a Nicolas Cage movie, not making the top 10, making a little over $500,000. Yeah, Nicolas Cage, man, he's just a guy that has a movie like every week. But overall, those are your top 10 movies. If you've seen any of those movies, let me know in the bottom which ones you like, which one do you plan on seeing. Until next time, have a good one. Peace.